Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Ashar, and in this video, I want to invite you. Imagine if you could speak in public with confidence, influence the audience, and make every word that you say is meaningful. What can you achieve if that happens? And in this video, we will discuss the best techniques for improving your speaking skills, and then especially in speech skills, which I will present in this video. Have you ever seen a person who speaks in front of many people? Speaks like a great person, bringing a certain topic with the personality that can make the audience only focus on him. This is called speech ability, kemampuan dalam speech, which is the way a person speaks to bring up a certain topic. Tapi dia juga dapat membuat para audiens tertarik dan terfokus dalam topik yang dia bawakan. Apakah kalian pernah mendengar kata speech? What is speech? So, speech is the ability of a person to speak, berbicara dengan tujuan untuk menyampaikan informasi, argumen, atau ide yang mereka punya dalam berbagai macam topik. Speech can be defined as many different things. In a lexical way, speech is an ability to talk or the activity of talking. In this way, we can say that speech defined as way to express thoughts and feelings to the public through spoken words. Melalui kata-kata yang kita ucapkan, kita bisa mengekspresikan pikiran dan perasaan kita. The speech itself is attached to keywords, melekat pada dua kata kunci, and the first, intentions and impact, determinations to perform an action in certain way. Intentions is a goal or vision that guides activities, thoughts, attitudes, and choice. Jadi pada intention ini kalian tanamkan pada diri kalian ketika kalian speech, tekad dan tujuan kalian. Tujuan kalian dalam berpidato itu untuk apa? Apakah untuk mengajak para audiens atau hanya memotivasi para audiens? Agar kalian speech, kalian dapat menyampaikan materi, mengulik materi, dan menyampaikan pesan dengan secara sepenuh hati dan ikhlas tentu saja. And then impact. Pikirkan impact dari tujuan kalian itu positif dan berguna bagi banyak orang. And guys, what distinguishes speech from other public speaking skills like conversations or debate? And here I want to tell you what is different from the other public speaking skills like debate or conversation. And the first is specific themes, tema yang spesifik. Themes presents must be clear and direct so that the audience can absorb the information, provide on certain topic well, and can focus on the topic without thinking about anything other than the topic itself. Jadi, kalian harus menentukan tema yang spesifik dan jangan membahas dari luar tema kalian. Jangan membahas di luar tema kalian. Menghindari para audiens yang berpikir kayak kemana-mana gitu. Kayak harus cukup fokus ke satu topik saja, satu tema, agar audiens juga dapat menyerap dan memaksimalkan baik materi yang kalian sampaikan. And then appearance the speech cannot be disturbed, unlike a debate that can be interrupted by a rebuttal from the other party. Jadi penampilan dari speech tidak bisa dapat diganggu. Jadi tidak seperti debat yang bisa dibantah atau disanggah dengan lawan bicaranya. Speech ini memberi waktu untuk pembicara agar menyampaikan materi dengan maksimal, jadi tidak bisa dapat diganggu dan agar audiens ini juga dapat terfokus dan menyerap baik-baik materi yang disampaikan. And next is time for preparations. Of course, preparations in speech requires enough time, membutuhkan waktu yang cukup untuk menyiapkan materi yang ingin dibawakan, lalu melihat referensi-referensi yang dibutuhkan pada topik untuk menghindari perbedaan kesalahpahaman. And then of course prepare things that must be considered. And seperti yang saya bilang tadi, kayak prepare things that must be considered. Apa sih emang yang harus diperhatikan dalam melakukan speech? Yang pertama itu yaitu language. Ability and understanding in language are important part of speech. The first thing to pay attention to is the language we're using when giving speech. It is undeniable that fluency is the number one supporting factor when we speak. Fluency is not necessarily about accent or dialect. It's more about how far you understand and have the ability to arrange sentence using that language. And then is the content. Content, it is obvious that we have to master of the topic of our speech. Most of the time, we memorize the things that we wrote on our script. Jadi seringkali kita hanya menghafal pada apa yang kita tulis pada script kita. Jadi kita dapat menyampaikan dengan halus, dengan lancar pada stage, tetapi kita juga punya keterbatasan dalam mengingat. Jadi yang kalian lakukan harus benar-benar mengulik materi yang kalian ingin sampaikan, meresearch, atau bahkan kalian bisa diskusi dengan orang banyak tentang topik yang ingin kalian sampaikan. Jadi kalian benar-benar paham dari apa materi yang ingin kalian sampaikan. Lalu buatlah poin-poin dari topik yang ingin kalian bawakan untuk membantu mengingat apa yang ingin kalian ucap nantinya. And next is the audience. Now let's to understanding audience. Have you ever talk to people with different characteristic? For example, when we are explaining something to our university lectures, we try to be as logical and serious as possible. But we are explaining something to our little siblings, our kids in general. We try to be as easy understand, interesting, and fun as possible. Jadi kalian harus mengidentifikasi audiens kalian, apakah para kaum dewasa atau para kayak anak-anak pada umumnya. Jadi kalian bisa tuh mengklasifikasikan pembawaan materi yang kalian bawa. And the next is articulations. Is how clearly the speaker pronounce word. Articulation is important because we have to accurately produce speech sounds in order to effectively communicate and be understood by others. Jadi artikulasi ini penting bagi para speakers agar apa yang disampaikan ini dapat dipahami para audiens. Jadi artikulasi ini menghindari kesalahpahaman antara audiens dan apa yang diomong oleh speakers tersebut. Jadi kalau kayak takutnya salah pemahaman dan salah arti, jadi nangkapnya beda gitu. Intonation is primarily a matter of variation in the pitch of the voice. In such a language as English, it is often accompanied by stress and rhythm to produce meaning. Intonation to the way your voice rises and falls as you speak. It can express the speaker's attitude or feeling about something. Jadi dengan intonasi kalian bisa menyalurkan, mengekspresikan perasaan kalian dalam membawakan materi itu. Apakah materi itu relate dengan kalian, kalian bisa mengekspresikan lah kerelataan kalian dalam cerita itu. Gitu, kayak pembawaan speech jangan yang kayak datar-datar aja gitu. Itu bisa membuat para audiens bosen, ngantuk, jadi tidak fokus dalam memperhatikan materi yang kalian bawa. Kalian bisa memancing kayak menaikkan nada kalian dalam speech agar para audiens dapat terbangun kembali untuk memperhatikan kalian dalam speech dan dapat menyerap dengan baik materi-materi yang kalian bawakan. In speech, we cannot just bring the material. We have also the structure in presenting the material, starting from the opening, the part of body material, and then closing. From the opening, here we can open the material with sentence that can attract the attentions and curiosity of the audience, starting from like personal stories, questions or opinions from trusted source, fakta-fakta menarik dari sumber terpercaya yang kalian temui. Serving a story to your audience can boost their curiosity and therefore make them stay until the end. Kamu juga dapat menggunakan cerita menarik yang relate sama pesan yang ingin kamu sampaikan melalui speech kamu. Misal kalau kayak personal stories, itu bisa kayak when I was a child, I always think that bla 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 bla. Kayak ya udah gitu cerita tentang personal stories kamu aja, kayak sejak saya kecil saya selalu berpikir tentang apapun itu cerita kamu. Usahakan yang relate sama pesan yang ingin kalian sampaikan dalam speech kamu itu. Or it can also like how many do you want to change the world but are not ready change yourself. Kayak bagaimana kalian ingin merubah dunia kalau kalian tidak siap merubah diri kalian sendiri. With questions can make people think. That's why it's such a good opener, because it gives the audience a chance to wonder about the explanation that we prepare for those questions. Example for the opening material is like good morning everyone. First is greeting, of course greeting like good morning or good evening, good afternoon, anything. Good morning everyone. It is a great honor for me to stand here and deliver this speech. Today, I would like to talk about something that is very important for our future, and it is the importance of learning English. Jadi dia membawakan opini dia yang bikin orang bertanya-tanya, kenapa sih kayak learning English ini penting. Kayak pasti audiens bertanya-tanya, apa sih emangnya impactnya kalau belajar bahasa Inggris? Kenapa harus belajar bahasa Inggris? And the next is part of body. This part consists of the problem as well as the solutions related to your topic. Once you introduce the topic of your speech, you can define the problem and why it matters. Then you have to offer something as a solution. You can use statistical data if possible, and also your opinion based on your knowledge and experience. And then example the body is like tell main of the idea, main of the idea, tell alasan dari opening tadi apa, kayak learning English ini kenapa sih penting untuk dipelajari. Nah, di body ini, di bagian isi itu dijelasin kayak Contoh, first of all, English is an international language. It is spoken in many countries and used as a global means of communication. Whether for travel, education, or business, English connects people from different backgrounds. Jadi, bahasa Inggris ini digunakan sebagai komunikasi global gitu, kayak maupun kayak di travel itu pariwisata, maupun edukasi ataupun bisnis. Bahasa Inggris ini dapat menyambungkan lah, mengkoneksikan orang-orang dari background yang berbeda. And then, secondly, mastering English opens up better career opportunities. Jadi yang kayak jago bahasa Inggris, kayak sudah mahir lah, membuka peluang untuk peluang karir untuk lebih baik. Many multinational companies require employees who can communicate in English. Banyak perusahaan multinasional internasional merekrut karyawannya yang bisa komunikasi dengan bahasa Inggris, karena yang disebutin tadi, English itu udah menjadi kayak bahasa komunikasi global gitu, kayak udah menyeluruh, jadi bisa mengkoneksikan dari berbagai background yang berbeda. If he have strong English skills, we have a higher chance of getting a good job and excelling in our careers. And moreover, English gives us access to a wealth of knowledge. Most scientific journals, books, and online research are written in English. Jadi sudah banyak kayak jurnal-jurnal, buku atau sumber-sumber online itu ditulisnya emang udah dalam bahasa Inggris gitu. Jadi body ini itu isi kayak isi utamanya lah. Terus kenapa alasan bahasa Inggris ini penting untuk dipelajari? Tadi juga udah jelasin, ada Inggris sebagai komunikasi global, terus membuka peluang karir lebih baik, dan memberi akses untuk pengetahuan kayak jurnal-jurnal, buku, dan sumber-sumber online lainnya itu sudah ditulis dalam bahasa Inggris. And then last is part of closing. Most of the time, the closing parts consists of restating the main point and conclusions. Just like the opening, we also need to consider interesting ways to close the speech, because we want to leave the audience with a good impressions of the overall speech. These are the steps to make a good closing. First is calls back to the opening. It is crucial to connect the opening and closing. These connections could build a sense of cohesiveness throughout the speech. For example, if you are using question for the opening, it would be better if you restate the questions and provide a short in the closing. And then conclusion. Conclude the entire speech to help the audience remember what the speech is about. You can also state your hope for the future regarding the issue, and then powerful quotes or question. Last but not least, give the audience some memorable last words. It could be powerful quotes, funny statements, or even questions to make the audience keep thinking about your speech. And then example for closing is like, in conclusion, learning English is essential for our personal and professional growth. Jadi belajar Inggris itu penting untuk personal diri kita dan pengembangan pribadi yang lebih profesional, pengembangan terutama dalam jenjang karir. Ada pesan akhir yang tujuan ini untuk mengajak para audiens agar dapat belajar bahasa Inggris juga dalam mempersiapkan masa depan untuk meraih mimpi. An example for the closing material
is like berisi ringkasan, pesan akhir, dan tentunya salam penutup. Kayak in conclusion,
Maybe
learning English
that's
is
enough for
essential.
me for the end of this video. Hopefully this information is useful and provides new insight. Don't hesitate to share your opinions or questions in the comment columns. Okay, that's all from me. I hope what I say can help to all of you guys. And then don't forget like, share, and the comments. Okay, see you in the next content. Bye bye.
In the groove